Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick update on the Bitcoin price action since the last update using the Ichimoku cloud analysis. In the last update, we were right here as Bitcoin was trying to break past the top end cloud chart resistance zone. Resistance held, so our second scenario played out where we were looking at the downside targets, the standard line, turning line of the cloud, and then the bottom end of the cloud for support. So Bitcoin did correct down to where we were expecting it to get to in terms of the bottom end of the cloud of our second scenario analysis. Now this is quite a significant support zone. If we look at these lows here, they're all significant support zones there. So it would be interesting to see if we're going to get a swing trade opportunity from these levels, the bottom of the cloud zone there. Those two levels are critical. So there's opportunity to swing trade Bitcoin from this zone back up to the top end cloud resistance. And then we expect maybe another consolidation to rebound from this top end of the front end of the cloud and then continue higher to hit our upside targets. But it's critical for Bitcoin to stay above this bottom end zone here. So there's swing trade opportunities from this bottom end cloud chart rebound zone. Now just note that it might be a little bit of a painful trade because we've got these lows supported to deal with, as well as this one here. Let me just get that one there. This low, these two lows there, let's take that significant one and this one, yeah. So they've got the whole kind of a cascade of possible support lows and possible rebound zones. But the length of this candle tells us that this is now a major support zone, and this cluster between that level of 88,000 and 86,000 is a major support zone there. So we could see potential rebound in and around these levels. It's not going to be perfect, but that is a nice cloud chart rebound swing trade opportunity there if support holds at these levels. And once the support comes, then the upside resistance level to watch out for is the top end of the cloud there. Can then see these moving averages coming back to be tested, and then another little consolidation to test this front end cloud for support. But so far so good. The front end of the cloud is still positive, so it tells us we may be having a new uptrend emerging, but we really need to see Bitcoin clear the cloud to be ultra bullish. We are starting to become very bullish on it, but to be ultra bullish on it, it needs to really break past this resistance and trade above the top end of the cloud. So keep an eye out on for support to come back in here. Then we swing trade it back up to that resistance zone. But as long as it stays above this bottom end of the cloud, this rally should be okay. Now, if we just step back a little bit to see how significant this support zone is, we can look at the weekly Ichimoku cloud. There we can see the support zone there. This cloud chart support zone is this old top end of the cloud here. That is a critical support zone. Also look at the beautiful volatility breakout signal given there right at the bottom end cloud chart support test there. So as long as Bitcoin stays above this bottom end of the cloud, the weekly chart is still very bullish. It's now digging into the cloud, it's digging into through the resistance, fighting for support, and we can see where that support line comes from. It's basically the top end of this July, August, September, and October consolidation period, as well as significant support in and around this zone there. That also came through as a nice swing trade to cloud, classical cloud chart support swing trade from that zone. So the weekly is still looking good as long as we stay above this top end, bottom end of the Ichimoku cloud. And there's also, now we've looked from the daily, that we've got nice swing trade opportunities from this cloud chart support test. Then if we get that support rebound, the upside targets is like these 98 and then this one 103 on the daily. If we've now seen that on the daily, with the top end of the cloud here as the next upside resistance targets, profit targets, and ultimately if we break through there, then we're going to get to 112 and 114 to the upside. But over the short term, let's keep a close eye on the support to come back in and around the bottom end of the cloud here, with the upside resistance targets there as the top end of the cloud from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. Just to recap the artificial intelligence situation here, this volatility breakout signal trade is still on, and you can see the AI is really volatility adjusted, the stop loss to 79.42. So we can see further downside, from a volatility point of view, if you look at judging by the AI the artificial intelligence stop loss from the AI. Now you can see we've had this volatility breakout signal. That one was all still active there. So the AI is still in a trade after these volatility breakout signals came through. But so far so good. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy cloud chart and AI trading. Bye for now.